Welcome to another episode of the Niners Now podcast. I'm your host, Niner Beto. We got our girl, Niner Jess. We're going to talk about the Eagles. We're going to talk about the Niners. We're going to talk about that ass whipping. And we're also going to talk about Seattle. All of that right after this. Welcome to the podcast.
The San Francisco 49ers are going to kick ass and take names this season, and it all starts with head coach Kyle Shanahan.
Content. Like and subscribe now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. It is Friday. What does Friday mean? The weekend is upon us. Football is just around the corner. Another great weekend. How many of you have had an enjoyable week after all that week prior to beating the Eagles, talking all that smack about how good the Eagles are? The Eagles are number one. The Eagles are the team to beat. The Niners went into Lincoln, handled their business, and came out with a win. Jess, how you doing, girl?
I am doing well. What's up, faithful? It's Friday. Let's get going.
It is Friday. It is Friday. And we got a special guest today. May you share who the special guest is with the audience there, Jess?
This is Kaya. Say hi, Kaya.
Kaya's looking at you like, nobody told me I was going to be on camera. We're going to have to negotiate a new contract here, Mom. I want some of that revenue. Oh, man. A fly snuck in here, a baby fly. Those are the worst because they're very active. So if you see me swinging at things, I'm not going loco. I'm trying to kill the fly. I'm like,
sure.
No. I have to get my water covered because I don't want the fly. I don't want to be not paying attention.
It's
the
extra
fly.
Protein.
Well, no, I don't want it to be swimming in the water. I'm not paying attention and do hope. Nope. That ain't extra not happening. Protein. Yeah, extra protein. That's the type of protein that I'll kind of leave for my dogs to enjoy. Not quite me. Let's go ahead and welcome everybody in the chat. Before we get started, we got royalty in the house. We got Don Dotson.
What's up, Don?
Welcome. We got Jimmy Perez in the house. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, Jimmy.
Let's see here. We got Ismael Ortiz in the house. What's up, Ismael?
What's up?
We got John in the house. What's up, John? Welcome to the channel. We got my Uso brother, Jason, Captain Niner in the house. Welcome.
What's up?
We got royalty in the house. We got the famous Laura Cat. What's up, Laura?
Happy Friday.
It is Friday indeed. We got Daniel Burry Sports in the house. Welcome.
What's up?
We got my younger brother from a different mother. Amen, Joe. What's up, Mr. Reese? Welcome, sir.
Hello.
Let's see here. See that lady right there that I'm talking next to, Joe? She's the one that did not let a kid come to the game against the Giants. That's her fault. Just kidding.
That is not my fault.
She was the one that threw me the curveball at the end. Huh. Just kidding.
Yeah.
We got Dina in the house. What's up, dude? We got
Dina!
royalty. Let's see who else is popping in. All right. Those that are popping in later will pop in. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys having a wonderful Friday evening. I hope you guys had a blessed week. Hope it wasn't too hard. Before we go any further into any type of conversation, I just want to take a moment to share the loss of our great, great friend, 49er, content creator. He was loved, known by many of you. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. I got the opportunity to meet him in person, and that was a blessing. A friend of ours by the name of Corey Davis, unfortunately, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And like every stage 4 cancer winds up calling your name. And I forgot the exact date, but a few days ago, he went on to be with the Lord, and he is no longer with us. So I would like to take a moment of silence just to honor our friend, beloved brother, Corey Davis. Thank you. Thank you for that. Always continue to keep his family in prayer. Appreciate it, everyone. He will be missed, but never forgotten. So, Jess, all week prior to the game on Sunday, the whole Eagles are great. The Eagles are going to destroy us. The whole conversation since the last NFC Championship game, where we ran out of quarterbacks and they gave us a beatdown of 31-7, went on to go to the Super Bowl and lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. We had circled this game on our calendar when the schedule came out. Did you? I should say I did, and many of us did. Did you circle this particular game, or were you looking forward to this game when it first came out?
I was looking forward to this game because it was almost like a revenge game. Because unfortunately, it didn't go like we had planned last season. But this time around, it definitely went as planned. And I'm so excited we beat them. And I'm sure we'll see them again in the playoffs. And hopefully it's the same result.
Yeah. Yeah. And at this point, I'll be honest with you. I don't care where we play the Eagles, as long as the Niners are healthy. Now, for the fans and those that buy tickets and that want to go to the playoff game, NFC Championship, for all those reasons, it'll be nice to play in Santa Clara. For the fans to enjoy themselves and root for their team and just be fired. For all that, I'm cool with playing in Santa Clara. But as a team, I don't care where we play, who we play. As long as Niners play 49er football, mistake-free, and health is on their side, I don't think there's a team out there that can defeat the Niners. And I'm talking about NFC and AFC. What are your thoughts on that, Jess?
I think we're the best team in football. And you know what? Like the only enemy we have is the 49ers. If we're injured, if we don't play complementary football, if we're not disciplined, if we shoot ourselves in the foot, that's the only time that we'll lose. But you know what? We've won 4 straight, and we're getting our groove back on, and at a good time actually, and sky's the limit for us.
Yes, it is. Crystal, welcome to the show. When ladies appear in the comments, I like to give a royalty sound. For the men, it's a horn configure. But for the ladies, a little bit of royalty to announce your presence here on the Niners Now podcast. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're a returning individual, welcome back. I am better with faces than I am with names. I tend to forget. Plus, I'm old, and I tend to forget things really, really easy. So please excuse me if you've been here before, and I'm only acknowledging you today as a first-time guest. But welcome, nevertheless. Let's see. We got Eric Willis in the house. What's up, Eric? He is a Seattle Seahawks fan, faithful fan to the channel, though. Supports the Niners content creators, great guy. And we're facing the Eagles. We'll talk about that more towards the end of the podcast. We got Rick Diaz in the house. What's up, Rick Diaz? Welcome. He says, what's up, Beto? Go Niners. Hello, faithful. Nice t-shirt, nice hat. And
Thank you.
I'm not wearing a hat, so.
So Beto, I have a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Thank you. Were you concerned with the first two drives of the Eagles?
Yes and no. I'm going to be honest. Anyone that did not get concerned going off that first quarter, I don't know if you're being honest with yourself or not. The Eagles were moving the ball with ease, offensively. And on defense, they were controlling our offense. We were 3 and out in 2 possessions. Brock Purdy looked like he was struggling a little bit. So was I concerned? Yes. Where I was like, oh man, what kind of game is this going to be? But then I was kind of reminded by myself that we are the San Francisco 49ers, and Kyle, for some reason, kind of likes to figure things out, and he starts to play and game plan. He kind of wants to get the feel of the landscape first to kind of go from there, and he did that. So was I concerned? Yes. Did I ever have doubt? No. I did not. I know that it was going to turn into a 42-19 blowout. No, neither. I didn't have that either. But I sure liked the results. But I was concerned, but never doubted. What about you?
Yeah, I was a little concerned because just seeing how the secondary was playing. She has no idea who I'm talking to. She thinks I'm going crazy. I was a little concerned seeing the secondary, just the way the Eagles were moving down the field. But, then they got it together and, it was the rest is history.
Exactly. Yeah. They just had to get their foot wet, kind of figure out what was happening. Okay. First time here. Well, welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
For being the first time. Hopefully, we're not as boring, and it will be your last time here. Hopefully, you'll be back. We are here every Friday, unless something happens with our families or we can't. But for the most part, we are pretty good at being here on Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 o'clock Central, and 8 o'clock Eastern here on the Niners Now podcast. Myself and Jess, we co-host this podcast. We talk 49ers, and we pretty much love engaging with you, the viewers. So this is the type of podcast. If you love engagement with those that are on behind the camera, this is definitely the podcast to be. Welcome. We got Brian in the house. What's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
Good old Brian, man. Let's see here. He says, how's everyone's Friday tonight? Pretty good. Can't complain. Ismail says, on certain plays we made, Hurt looked like a high school quarterback, especially on the Kinlaw play. You're probably referring to the one where he fell and Kinlaw probably got the easiest sack that a D tackle is probably going to get, or he's going to get this year for sure. But even though that was an easy sack, Ismael, what the Niners did defensively was impressive. They decided, screw the sacks. If we get a sack, great. They came in as a unit. They wanted to make sure that if Jalen Hurts was going to escape, it was going to be in between the tackles and not on the outside. And they pretty much contained him for the most of the game. And I just want to give a hand applause to our secondary, because our secondary handle their business. Emory Thomas, let's jump on to Emory Thomas for a second, Jess. Since he was thrown out there since the bye week, he has done so well that the reason why it's working with Lenore in the middle is because of the success of Emory Thomas. What are your thoughts so far of what you've seen in the young man, going from almost maybe being cut to now having a starting role in your defense?
Well, he's definitely stepped up. That's for sure. The whole secondary has, for that matter. Demo Lenore, Mooney Ward, Ambry Thomas, Tashawn Gibson, Jair Brown, who's really, done really well. But they just have to keep going. And it also helps when the front four or front five, really get it done. But yeah, he's been impressive. And like I said, so has the entire secondary.
Yes. Travaris Ward has been playing. Listen, Travaris Ward normally plays one side. They don't ask him to follow a receiver. They ask if he goes to the opposite side, they pass it on to the next corner. What Steve Wilk has done, and I love it because he is a secondary coach, he has complete trust in Travaris Ward to the point that we're going to run man. We're going to run man, and you're going to follow pretty much the number one receiver. Wherever he goes, you go. And Travaris Ward, to my opinion, has stepped up and answered the bell, and he's been playing superb. Lenore playing great football. Abraham Thomas, and then the safety. Now, there was a little bit of concern with the tackling, particularly in our safety. The young kid, help me out here, Jess. I can't think of his name for a second. Jair Brown. You're quick. Thank you. Jair Brown has been struggling a little bit in his tackle. So they brought in Logan something.
Logan Ryan.
Logan Ryan's a vet safety who, if anything else, does not miss on tackle. This guy's a tackling machine. So I like it. Now, they did cut TDP, which makes you wonder about picking running backs in the third round. We'll talk. That's for another day. But they did bring him back.
We actually, yes, he's back on the practice squad.
And talking about Logan Ryan, what a veteran move, right? What a veteran move. When he was brought in and TDP was cut, they gave Ryan pretty much the number 32 number. They gave TDP's locker room. Everything that TDP had was given to Ryan. One's going out, one's coming in. It makes perfect sense. When they decided that he cleared waivers and they brought him back to the practice squad, Logan Ryan did the veteran move. He gave back the locker room and the number back to TDP and went with a different number. I thought that showed class. That showed leadership. And I love that.
Yeah, definitely. I like what he'll probably bring to special teams, being that, we're missing George Odom. So I'm excited to see what he brings.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what he does. We'll find out. So it looks like the victory against the Eagles was very impressive to go into that. I mean, they were retiring. I'm trying to think of his name.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson's not number, but he was retiring with the Eagles. They had a lot of superstars there, rappers. They had comedians. Shady was there, and they were hyping up this whole game, the game of the year. Everybody was talking about the game of the year. Who's going to be the best team after this game? Was it going to be a physical game? Back and forth. Who's the better team? Is it the Eagles? They came in at 10-1, or was it the Niners? They came in at 8-3, and Vegas had the Niners 3-point favorites, which playing in their backyard, if we would have played at any neutral site, it would have been 6 points. Well, even if it was 6 points, Jess, they pretty much covered that. Because I believe they won by 23 points?
Yeah, about that. Yep.
23 points against the hottest team in the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, if the Niners remain healthy, and it's a big if, because unfortunately injuries are unpredictable. It's like an earthquake for those that live in California. You can't prepare for it. You just got to deal with it when it hits. But if we can remain healthy, if we don't make mistakes, this team is unstoppable. The Super Bowl is there for us to take. Now, in the beginning of the season, there was so much conversation that the NFC West wasn't as strong. The AFC was stronger, and maybe it was so in the beginning. But with all the injuries to a lot of those starting quarterbacks for the AFC, and for a particular team like the Kansas City Chiefs struggling for the lack of receivers, is there anyone, Jess, that can scare you on the AFC? And our last test that I think we're going to have on Christmas Day when we face and host the Ravens. But is there a team that you can sit there and go, man, even if we play our best game, even if we're healthy, this team can beat us? Is there a team this year that you feel that way?
Honestly, in the beginning, I would have said the Bills, but I really don't think so.
Okay.
I think we could be. I mean, I know most people now would probably say the Dolphins, given that right now they're at the number 1 seed. But I don't think so. What's up, Crazy Juice? But I really don't think so. I think we're the number 1 team in football. I don't think that we should be afraid of anybody. We just have to play 49er football.
That is the correct answer.
That is definitely the correct ad. You're absolutely right. Listen, people may think that, Niner fans, we're biased, blah, 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 but I'm looking at it strictly from watching film, watching the All-22, the way the Niners are playing offensively, defensive, and special teams. Listen, even in the 1994 Super Bowl team, even in the other Super Bowl teams that we played in the past, the defense, to me, has always been a side of the ball that commands punishment. They punish you. The Ronnie Lotts, the Charles Haleys of the defense. They always demanded punishment. But offensively, we were good. The Joe Montana, the Steve Youngs, the Jerry Rice, the John Taylors, the Brent Jones, the Ricky Waters, the Roger Craigs of the world, the Tom Rathmans. We were explosive, but I don't think we ever demanded physicality on the offense. What I'm seeing with this team since Kyle and John took over is a physicality like no other on offense. We are punishing defenses offensively. What Debo, by the way, I'm wearing his jersey. Let's go, Debo. 4 touches for 130 plus yards and 3 TDs, 2 in the air and 1 in the ground. The way he broke coverage was amazing. I know you're a big Kittle fan, and we all love our boy Kittle, but I want to hear your thoughts just on what Debo. He talked his shit. And he went in there and backed it up. What were your thoughts on what Debo did in that game?
Debo had a monster game with a hat trick. He's only getting better this season. So, this next game against Seattle, I feel like he's going to go off. And I think in order for us to win that 6th Lombardi, I think we need to see that type of Debo.
Yeah, that's the Debo that we pay the contract to. That's the Debo of 2019 and 2021 where we lost a lot of our running backs. It was nice to see Debo. Listen, the weapons that we have on this offense is bar none that I've seen in a while. Yes, back in the days, we had Jerry Rice, the number 1 receiver, best receiver of all time. John Taylor was a decent second. Brent Jones was okay tight end. But what this team has, Debo playing the way he played against the Eagles, Brandon Ayuk having the year that he's having that communication with Brock Purdy, being in tune with him. When you have Christian McCaffrey doing Christian McCaffrey things, you have George Kittle doing his things. And then you also get involved, Juwan, get the first down, Jennings, the way he's been playing. Success always brings out the best out of everyone. Even Juwan Jennings is playing great football. The offensive line might not be the best offensive line, but they are playing within the system that Kyle is running. As long as we have the silverback in charge of that offensive line, I am not concerned. 1 iota. Brock Purdy has been playing out of his mind. He has been in the conversation for MVP. There are still a lot of haters, Jess, that think that he is not worthy of it. They're still saying that it's Jalen Hurts. They're still saying that it's Dak Prescott. And I am not taking nothing away from them quarterbacks. But what Brock Purdy has done this season is amazing. Do you think, let me ask this way, why do you think the people still are hating on Brock? Is it because where he got drafted?
I think so. I think people can't get out of their heads that, he was Mr. Irrelevant. But I'm going to quote Larry Krueger. He was on our show, East Coast Red and Gold podcast on Wednesday. If you haven't checked us out, please check us out. Go like and subscribe. He pretty much said, Brock Purdy is great. And then he's like, doesn't that sound great? And it does. Brock Purdy is absolutely great. And I don't know why people keep moving the goalposts.
Yep. They will continue to do so until we win a championship, and even then, they will. But you know what? It doesn't matter what the talking heads say. It doesn't matter what their opinions are. What matters is the production on the field. I have never seen Kyle Shanahan, while being a head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, being as confident in his play calling that he has been with Brock Purdy. These guys are on the same page. If you watch, for those that watch the replays, of the Eagles game, there was where the Eagles scored. I mean, the Niners scored first. The pass from Brock Purdy to Brandon Ayuk when he caught it. If you see Kyle Shanahan, he's pointing at Brandon Ayuk. And next thing you know, the ball goes to Brandon Ayuk, and you see Kyle go like this. That tells you the confidence that he has in Brock Purdy. He's not afraid to call plays for Brock Purdy. He feels that Brock Purdy can execute whatever play that Kyle calls. And if not, if things happen to break down for whatever reason, he is confident in Brock that Brock can sit there, and if he has to change anything, he can on the fly. He's able to, there's a word I'm looking for. Help me out here, Jess. What's the word I'm looking for? Not play out of the box, but to make adjustments on the fly. There's a particular word that is not coming to mind right now. The unscheduled. He's able to make unscheduled plays when needed. He knows how to read the defenses. He doesn't panic. He stays in the pocket. And the Brock Purdy this year is not the same as the Brock Purdy of last year. And we know Brock Purdy last year was balling. But he had tendencies that kind of made you go, oh, no, Brock. Like leaning to his left and getting in danger, not stepping up in the pocket, his footwork not being as great as it is today. The improvement that Brock Purdy has done, Jess, in this offense has been amazing. This kid is growing and getting better and better each and every week.
Yeah, he definitely is. I'm just, I'm excited for this team. I mean, we're sitting at 9-3. We could possibly go 10-3. The Cowboys could possibly, beat up on the Eagles, and we could be sitting at the number 1 seed. So a lot can happen. I know we get a playoff berth if we got some music.
I did not know how I started that. I'm trying because I have multiple screens, and if you don't click on the screen that you need to write on, it'll do something over here. And I was trying to text something. And next thing you know, I heard music, and I'm like, "Whoa!" So I didn't mean to interrupt you. That was not intentional. My apologies.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
No, it wasn't. Honestly.
No, we could be sitting at the number 1 seed, and we just have to play our game of football.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to type really fast because I love my co-host, but she's not long-winded whatsoever. She's really short to the point.
I'm short and sweet and to the point.
Yeah, she is. So I'm trying to get things written down prior, because I know that she's going to be like, burp, and I'm going to be back on the mic. But so I panicked and I hit the wrong button. See what happens? See, I can't play under pressure. Brock Purdy can. So that's why I like Brock Purdy as our quarterback. Khalil Young in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome. Is it song over? I don't know how to turn it off. No. And I need this channel. Oh, Lord. And the funny thing is, I don't know how I turned it on. So it's hard for me to figure out how to turn it off. Because you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Is it still playing? Hold on.
I feel like I should be doing like the tango or something.
Anyway, that's a little bit of that's what happens when you're going live. Situations like that happen. Rick says, yeah, he knows how to read the defense. He's doing okay. He just got to stay calm. Who got to stay calm? Maybe me trying to get the music off the thing, but Brock Purdy, that kid is if you look calm in the dictionary, you're going to have Brock Purdy's face like this. The dude is calm. and collective. And the guy knows how to run adjustments, man. This guy is awesome. Is this turned out? Oh my God, it's going after the song. Anyway, all right, so much for my sound effects today. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys a video. Hopefully I can play it. This guy, I don't know if you guys know this guy. His name is Norcam. He's a huge Seahawks fan. He has a huge following on social media for his Seahawks. He's always making videos. Every team that he plays, he makes funny videos of, and he always makes fun of the opposite teams who is playing the Seattle Seahawks. And he always likes to make fun of the 49ers since we're in the same division. Well, we decided to turn the tables around on him and use his own medicine and throw it back at him. So I hope you guys will enjoy this little gesture. Hold on real quick. Let me go to that. Let me go back to that real quick. Give me a second. All right, there we are. Let me get it situated. Tell me if you guys can hear it. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Let me know if you guys know who he is. Maybe you don't know his name, but maybe by looking at his face now, you guys will have an idea. Oh, I know, I heard of that guy, or I've seen that guy. Anyway, this is a little video that was put together, kind of make fun of the Seahawks. Let me know if you guys enjoy it. Here we go.
I like kicking butt and I cannot lie. Don't know why you even try. When the Hawks walk in, we'll put you in your place. With blood stains on your face, you are done. Like Norcam Slaughter's Honda, my Nicky Bosa eats up Hawks because your QB sucks. So Niners, Empire, your Fisco kick their butt. Take it, kick that Seahawks butt. Niners are back. Niners are back.
There you go. I hope you guys enjoy that. I'll be showing some other videos as well. Some of the talking heads. Were you able to hear that, Jess?
Yes.
You got to be kidding me. Is that you or me?
What?
Can you hear that?
No.
Oh my God. Rick James is playing in my ear. Take that crate. Oh my God, really? Hold on.
That's great.
Well, at least you guys can hear it. I got Rick James in my ear. You got to be kidding me. Wow. Hold on. Where does this come? My stuff is haunted. It's a bad jam, though. But I'm not. This is crazy. She's all right. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, excuse me, guys. But Rick James is just tearing it up in my ear. You're tripping. Yeah. And I'm not smoking anything. Trust me. No smoking anything. How do I? Okay, I'm going to go back to this screen here.
Maybe your
it'll go
phone?
away. No. Let me see if hold on. This is, I don't know what I did when I got to be more careful. Hold on, guys.
All right. So if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
Yes. Hopefully it doesn't play in this speakers. Maybe it's just in my ear. Okay.
That would be funny.
Oh my God. I apologize. I don't know what happened there. But
And on Wednesdays, if you guys need a channel to take a look at, you could come join us, the East Coast Red and Gold podcast. We're on every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we just had Larry Kruger from The Krug Show on this past Wednesday. So go check us out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And go Niners.
I love it. I love it. I love it. For a minute there, I thought you were recording. You sounded sort of like you were doing a recording. I'm like, she live? Can I hear nothing better? I don't hear nothing. Yeah. Yeah, you guys did not hear Rick James. Yeah, it was, that was.
Oh, did you see what Laura said? Who knows? You never know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he liked Rick James. I don't know. Sir Mix-a-Lot from Seattle. Yeah, I know. Anyway, he's a big Seattle fan, has a huge following, great guy. The only fault that I find is that he's a Seahawks fan. You know, not all babies that get dropped on the floor survive the damage. So we'll give him that. There have been talking heads about Brock Purdy. For those that, first of all, let me ask this question. Do you guys watch like the Nick Wrights, First Things First? Do you guys watch the Stephen A. Smith, First Takes? Do you guys watch those type of guys? Do you, Jess?
I only heard about it. I don't usually watch them.
Okay. Gene Mangini, I think that was his name. Do you remember him? The old head coach of the Jets. He was defensive
Eric
coordinator.
Mangini.
Yeah, Eric Mangini. He was with the Niners for a minute. He's talking his shit about Brock Purdy. Let me bring it up. I wanted to get your guys' opinions on this. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'll play partial of it. Give me a second. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Six and 6 Seahawks in San Francisco. Brock Purdy's squad favored by 10.5 here, bro. Now, we just watched Dak's MVP case skyrocket after dismantling the Seahawks. Coach, do you think Purdy can prove he's the MVP on Sunday? We gave you an assignment. I don't know if you did it. You did.
I did.
Excellent. Thank you. Appreciate it. Because we didn't want you just, mocking Purdy for 6 minutes.
I would never do
got?
that.
Like some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I obviously like what Purdy's done. I appreciate what Brock Purdy's done. I respect what Brock Purdy has done.
Sober analysis right here.
All those
So
things.
far, so good.
And I'm not taking away from any of his accomplishments to this point because it's been exceptional. However, to be the MVP, I think there's certain other criteria that you need to show. And a couple of the first ones here are things that he can do this next game against Seattle. They end going, maybe not. Okay, so this is the first one. Don't make the wide receiver work for the catches. So last game when there were a ton of completions, but there's been so many times where the receiver's either catching the ball behind them, the receiver's got to dive for the catch.
I'll be right back. I'm going to let my dog in.
Catches. What you want to do is give the guys a chance to catch it and run as opposed to adjust to the ball. And then
This guy is such a clown. No wonder why it didn't work out on the Jets.
See some more of that. The second point is hit some shots down the field. And I know you get frustrated. Both you get frustrated when we show the chart of where the balls go. And the last game, there was no ball that traveled more than 15 or 16 yards. So it'd be nice to see him hit some vertical shots. Or I'd take one. I'll take one to start this week, and maybe a few more as we move on. So that'd be my second point. And the last thing, this may or may not happen in this game. But if there's problems, be the solution. If there's problems, be the solution. And we may not be able to see this. This is a pretty substantial line, although Seattle has a way of playing San Francisco tough. So if it gets to
This guy is a moron, by the way.
in the second half, it would
Yeah,
be
he
great
is.
to see Brock Purdy play really well in that situation.
All right, get this
to
off
show
because
that
this
when
guy makes no
it's
sense.
raining out.
Okay. So I'll get him
He's
off.
another clown.
He is. They're all clowns. They're all haters. None of them can give Brock Purdy the respect. And I hate to say it, but there are some Niner fans that are hating on Purdy too. They're very much still in the whole Trey Lance should have been the guy. And I have nothing against Trey Lance, just never did. I liked him coming out of college. The short sample size, but I like what he would be capable of doing. I wanted the Niners to draft him over Justin Fields, definitely over the moron over there in New England. But and we gave up. We moved up. I understand the whole. We gave up 2 number ones. People say 3. It's just 2. It's just 2. They traded another one, and all I know is it doesn't matter what you give if you're still winning and you have a quarterback in place. I understand we gave up 3 ones, so people like to say. I understand that Trey Lance did not work out. I understand that we traded him for a 4th round for next year's draft. But the Niners got lucky when they drafted Brock Purdy in the 7th round. And Brock Purdy playing the type of football that he's playing right now, all the adversity that he had to face as a 7th round pick, everything that he had to fight against, he just took it on as a challenge. Everything that was thrown at him, he continues to just take it on, grow, and get better, and continue to prove people wrong. This guy is definitely our quarterback of the present and of the future. And even if people want to stop following me or think I'm a moron, that's fine. I will never compare Brock Purdy to Joe Montana and Steve Young because those men have won Super Bowls. I'm not going to sit there and disrespect them. But what I will say, the things that I seen in Brock are the things that I saw in Joe Montana when he first started off. See, a lot of you young kids that never watched Joe Montana on TV, you only watch Joe Montana on VHS or videos, winning Super Bowls and playing, coming from behind, which he did all of that. But if you didn't watch Joe Montana get drafted in the 3rd round, okay, he was drafted in the 3rd round for a reason. He struggled mightily his first year. It took him 2.5 years to play under Steve DeBerg, and then he started to take off from there. He started to develop under Bill Walsh, and then the rest is history. He's the Joe Montana that we all know and love. But Joe Montana had to start somewhere. Steve Young had to start somewhere. He went to the AFL. He was drafted to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He struggled mightily. He came to the Niners, became who he is today.
Steve Young didn't really start clicking until he was like 30 years old.
Yes, and that is correct. And yet he is a Hall of Fame quarterback that a lot of people, including myself, love and appreciate. My whole point of this is not comparisons. It's just give this kid a chance. He's showing me and a lot of you signs of a great quarterback. And many people, it's like, I don't know if they're haters of Brock Purdy because of the Trey Lance didn't work out. I don't know what the reasons, but it seems to me, and maybe it's me, that a lot of these Niner fans, they rather fail in winning a Super Bowl and be right in their analysis of Brock Purdy than humbling themselves and saying, I was wrong, Brock Purdy is the guy, and we have a great chance of winning it all with him. I don't know if there's another quarterback that we can win a Super Bowl with that I can feel confident than Brock Purdy. This kid is doing amazing things. Who knows? And this is the way football goes, right, Jess? Let's say Brock Purdy wins multiple championships. Let's say he becomes a Hall of Famer. And let's say 30 years from now, a quarterback comes up. I hope I'm still alive. But quarterback comes up, starts playing good, and they compare him to Brock Purdy. Those fans are going to be like, what? How dare you compare him to Brock Purdy, right? And I'm just using an analysis as we're going through the process. We don't know what Brock Purdy is going to be. But I don't know about you. I like what I've seen so far. I am confident. Let me ask you, Jess, and I want your sincere answer. Knowing that Brock Purdy was healthy going into the Eagles game, were you confident winning that game with Brock as you would have been if we would have been going in there with Jimmy Garoppolo?
I was definitely confident in going in there with Brock Purdy. When I've said this before, that when Brock, steps back to throw the ball, he doesn't have happy feet. It's like, he doesn't like tap dance or anything like that. Um, but, I'm definitely confident with Brock Purdy. He's our quarterback. And like I've said before, either get behind this team or get lost.
Yeah. It's just like, listen, I understand we are all entitled to our opinions, and opinions are great. They are. And it's okay to be a fan and like certain things your way. But at the end of the day, are you in love with the logo or the players? Because I have the tattoo of the San Francisco 49ers logo, not a particular name of a player. And Steve Young, for me, was my favorite quarterback, even over over Joe Montana. That's just me, though. And I love Dan Marino more than I love Joe Montana's play. But that's just me football. Doesn't mean I don't love Joe Montana. The point is, you got to support your team no matter what. Through the ups and downs, through the victories and through the failures. If Brock Purdy is winning games, if he's making our team great, why do we have to be right about Trey Lance and prove Brock Purdy wrong? Why can't we just let our pride go and say, you know what? I love Trey Lance. I thought Trey Lance was the answer. Apparently I was wrong, which you're not the only one. The Niners were wrong. And they settle for Brock and they're moving on. If the San Francisco 49ers front office can move on from Trey Lance, why can't you, as an individual fan, enjoy the game? Some of you did not even enjoy the victory against the Eagles because you didn't want Brock Purdy to succeed that way. The numbers that he had, 314, 4 touchdowns, probably pissed a lot of you off. You wanted him to have egg in his face, and I don't understand why. Before we end the show, and we're getting to the point we're going to conclude. I just want to get your thoughts, Jess. What do you think people hate? For those that hate Brock Purdy, why do you think they hate him so much? Is it because he took over a player they loved and wanted to succeed here? Is he like the new girlfriend that the family don't like? What are your opinions on why people hate on Brock and rather have him fail and us lose games than have him succeed and win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. I just, it has a lot to do with him being Mr. Irrelevant. It has a lot to do with the fact that, the team, picked Trey Lance and he wound up beating out Trey Lance. It is what it is. It's football and stuff like this happens and, you just have to go with it. And now we're sitting at, 9-3. We are the best team in football. It doesn't get any better than this. Did you mute yourself?
Sorry, I did. Thank you. We're the 9-3, like Jess said. We just beat the best team in football in the Philadelphia Eagles. We went into their house, in an hostile environment. Okay, we went in there and we kicked their rear end. Did you guys know that towards the end of the second half, before they even went to the fourth quarter, a lot of Eagle fans were already making their way to the exit What loyalty is that? What loyalty is that when you come in there talking all your shit all week long? You better not come into Philadelphia and expect to win. We're going to blah, blah, blah. And then towards the end of the third quarter, they're leaving the stadium. That is some weak ass shit, if you don't mind me saying. It is. The Niners are faithful. We're classy. The whole word faithful is because we support our team no matter what. So I hope that going forward, you can finally accept that Brock Purdy is the quarterback of this team. He is a winner. He is not anywhere near Jimmy Garoppolo. He's not just a quarterback that manages the team. He's not a system quarterback. This kid is the real deal. I think Jimmy G in 2019 had his best year, right? He was never mentioned anywhere near the MVP candidate. Whether Brock Purdy wins or not, the fact that he's been mentioned in that category tells you that we found our quarterback. And I'm excited. I can't wait to play the Seahawks. I can't wait to play the Cardinals. I can't wait to play the Ravens. Why? Because I know we have our quarterback, we have receivers, we have tight ends. We might add another tight end and Ertz next week. Imagine that. We have a defense that destroys people. We have offenses that can score 30-plus points. The two best teams in the NFC, according to the NFL, are who, Jess? The Cowboys and the Eagles, right? Mm-hmm. Remind me, didn't we kick the ass of both of those teams?
We sure did.
Those are the two best teams that can keep us from getting where we want to go. And we kicked both. As a matter of fact, we scored 42 points on both of those teams. What a point to make. I just want to say hello to my beautiful wife, Renee. She's in the house. We got royalty.
Hey, Renee.
Which I can't play because this is still playing music. In the background, I have it muted. I think people just had their hopes on high, and were high for Lance. But when Purdy came in and knocked the socks off and started great, that I think it gave Lance lovers a bad taste in their mouth. Yeah, they just could not accept that Brock Purdy is a better quarterback than Trey Lance. And again, I don't know what Trey Lance is going to be, but I know what he is so far, and he's not Brock Purdy. Before we end the show, real quick, Jess, Seahawks. They're coming back to Levi after getting their butts whooped in their home on Thanksgiving. Their quarterback, Geno Smith, might not play because of a groin. Walker might play, the running back. What are three things the Niners need to do, in your opinion, to ensure that the Seahawks go back home with an L?
Be disciplined, run the ball, and feed George Kittle the ball.
Okay. So you kind of answered two questions with one stone. The next question was, who was going to be your offensive player in this game? And I'm assuming if they're going to feed the ball to Kittle, you're picking Kittle, correct?
Absolutely, because those linebackers, they're getting up there and they can't keep up with Kittle. Okay. So, and George Kittle's due for a couple touchdowns.
And defensively, who is your guy that needs to step up, even if they're playing great, but just step up even beyond to ensure that we get this dub?
I think Nick Bosa.
Okay. Nick Bosa, huh? I like that. I'm going to go with Kinlaw. I know Kinlaw had a good game against the Eagles. He's been healthy. Listen, we know that Eric Armstead is not going to play. And I was talking to my friend Nathaniel earlier. I got to believe that if we were playing the Ravens this Sunday, Eric Armstead would be in the lineup. I have no doubt. If we were playing the Ravens, Eric Armstead would be ready to go. I think it's more precautionary than, oh my God, is Eric going to be out for this? I think that we're playing the Seattle Seahawks, even though they are NFL teams and you can't take them lightly, but we are playing the Seahawks offense, We are playing the Cardinals. We have a great defense. I'm pretty sure we can go in there without Eric Armstead and still kick the doors off of those birds. We've beaten up 2 birds already, Seahawks and the Eagles. Now we're going to beat up in the Seahawks again, and then we're going to beat up in the Cardinals, and then we're going to finish the bird selection with the Ravens. Let's rest Eric Armstead until the Ravens game. I'm putting my hats on Kinlaw alongside of both Javons are going to be next to each other. Let's see what Kinlaw can do. Kalia, Davis. He had a sack. Yep. He looked pretty good. You also got a couple of backups back there that are playing good. I'm pretty sure we're going to be. So for me, it's going to be Kinlaw and an offense. I believe Ayuk is going to have a career day. Ayuk is going to blow up. What you saw Debo do against the Eagles, expect Ayuk to have 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards receiving in that game. It's going to be fun to watch. Anything going on your channel next week before we get out of here, Jess?
Not right now, but anything's possible. But again, go check us out. East Coast Red and Gold Podcast. Go Niners.
Yeah, make sure. And they had Larry Krueger on their show last Wednesday. If you missed it, feel free to go to their channel and check it out on the replay. Make sure to comment in the comments of your thoughts on the show with Krueger on there. Always remain faithful, stay committed. And this, if we can stay healthy, this is the year that a lot of you have not experienced on winning a Super Bowl may get your opportunity to see the Niners lift the Lombardi Trophy. I got blessed to watch it 5 times. And I'm not going to lie, I've been waiting for the 6th time as well. Thank you guys for tuning in, for staying tuned. Next Tuesday at 6:30, it is myself, Pete, and Brandon as we do the Niners Talking Football. Come and hang out with us in this channel. I did say I was going to give away a patch, and I'm going to do that real quick. It's only going to be for those in YouTube. If you're watching me from Facebook, make your way over to YouTube real quick so you get the opportunity to win. I want to continue to grow my YouTube channel. So make sure you play on YouTube and not on Facebook. If you give me an answer and it shows me the Facebook emblem, it will not count. I would have to look for the YouTube. So, do you have a question, Jess, that you want to ask, a history question that you know the answer to? Do you want to and see who gets it first? Don't make it easy, but don't make it hard.
You know what? I'm going to defer to you. Go ahead.
You always defer to me. Crazy girl. For next year, I'm looking for it. No, just kidding. Hold on. I'm looking for the patch that I'm going to give away. This beautiful gold 49er. I'm going to be giving away this beautiful gold and black Niners for life. And Dawn's like, I ain't playing. I don't get my shit anyway. No, it's coming, Dawn. Don't worry. I don't forget. It take me about a couple years to deliver, but I don't forget. All right. So Let's do this. Go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 50. Go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 50 in the comments real quick. If you don't, try not to double the number, duplicate, I should say. If you are duplicate, we'll tell you that it is. You pick another number. But go ahead and pick a number between 0 and, 1 and 50. Between 1 and 50. Go ahead. Wow. They're finally playing. They stopped playing whatever I clicked on. All right, guys. Show me 0. I keep saying 0. 1 to 50, guys. Pick a number between 1 and 50.
Hurry.
For this beautiful opportunity to win this patch. There's 10 of you on YouTube. We got 17 by Ismael Ortiz. We got 28 by Dina Harvey. We got 25 from the most beautiful woman in the planet, Renee. We got 19 from Crazy Juice. I know, Don. I know, Don. If I'm going to forget someone, it's definitely not going to be the mother of two beautiful young girls like yourself. 49 for Dawn.
It's a good number.
Yep, sure is. Carcast, right in time. Pick a number between 1 and 50. Pick a number between 1 and 50 for the opportunity to win this beautiful patch. Pick a number between 1 and 50. I got to show that video again while you guys are picking a number. I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. Let's show it again while people are picking it, and we'll get out of here. Keep picking your number. Keep picking 11 from Carcast. All right, guys, keep picking your number from 1 to 50. 1 to 50.
I like kicking butt and I cannot lie. Don't know why you even try. When Hawks walk in, we'll put you in your place. With blood stains on your face, you are done. Like Northcan Slaughter's Honda. My Nikki Bosa eats up Hawks because your QB sucks. So Niners, Empire, your Fisco kicks their butt. Use it, take it, kick it, kick that Seahawks butt. Niners are back. Niners are back.
What's
There
up,
you go.
John Jay? Pick a number between 1 and 50.
Yes, John Jay. Pick a number between 1 and 50, and then we'll call it. Oh, that's you. I'm like, here we go again. No! Stop messing with me. I thought it was, I'm like, what did I press now? Pick a number between 1 and 50, John Jay, for the opportunity to win this beautiful gold Niners for Life patch. And then we'll get out of here. All right. Put a timer. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. If no, after 1 minute, boom, we're done. We're pulling it. John Jay puts 14, good number. No 14s up there? Nope, no doubles, perfect. All right. Once we hit 0, we will pick the winner.
Trophy on the beat. Bang bang Niner gang. Bang bang Niner gang. Bang bang Niner gang. bang, Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Against all odds, weather the storm, built for combat and battle, young hyenas in uniform. We play no games with the opposition, we active, let the whistle be the bell, we gon' get out what we got mad at. Many hit trap and many hit field, the 49ers got the longest.
All right, we're at 0.
Hold on, make sure I get the right. Just a second, which one is it? This one here?
She was beautiful.
Hold on. All right. We are 0. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's pick a winner. All right. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone, on getting the pick. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me make sure it's not on so you guys can hear it. Bluetooth disconnect. Connected. All right. Disconnect. Unpair. Or no, disconnect. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Hey, Google, pick a number between 1 and 50.
43.
43 is the number. Did you guys hear that?
Dawn's got 49.
It was 43, so the closest is Dawn. Congratulations, Dawn. You have scored. Congratulations, Dawn. Show me the money. All right. Congratulations, Don, on winning. I will add this to the patches that you have won 10 years ago. Just kidding. 2 years. It probably seems that long. I will contact you. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday? Okay,
Saturday.
Monday. I'll ship them out on Monday for sure. If I get a chance to do it tomorrow, I'll do it. But I'll contact you for your information again, Don. Thank you for winning. Congratulations. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for hanging out with myself and my lovely assistant, Jess from East Coast Red and Gold Podcast. Make sure to check out our channel. They had a great guest last Wednesday in Larry Kruger. If you missed the show, go back and watch the replay. Stay tuned for our show next Tuesday at 6:30 here on this channel. Until then, we are out of here. Peace.
Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the ride. Go Niners.
Go Niners. And where's my exit? Hold on. So many shows. Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.